Alright, folks, welcome back. It's Jasonwalker34 here, back with another video of our playthrough of RailRoader. Alright, so, an update. I just finished loading the passengers here at this little Whittier station here. It did take some trial and error, but I did get it to work. You gotta make sure your little passenger car here is in line with the thing, and then once you do that, you actually have to make sure you go to your inspection page, go to passengers, and you click on both of these depots. Well, at least whatever one you're in front of, which technically you're loading here, so you're taking all the ones from this, so you'll unload them whenever you get to Ella Station, which is where these people are going, technically, I think. However, your mouse over the station's agent, you'll see several passengers are traveling to Elo, which is good because that's where this coach is headed. Control click on the passenger car to open its inspection. On passenger tab, check the box next to Ella. This tells passengers where the coach is headed, and passengers for Ella will now begin boarding. Once you have enough passengers, whistle off and proceed to Ella, just over 2 miles west. Whittier Station is at 57.5. Ella Station is 59.8. Keep it under 30 for this trip. We have a few words about speed limits next. RailRoader doesn't enforce strict speed limits, but going above the speed limit on curves can damage your equipment as well as potentially cause the train to derail at excessive speeds. So it is a good idea to start out slow as you're learning your RailRoader. The railroad, the tighter the curve or the switch, the lower the speed it saves speed. Most of the main line is good for 35, except for noted by yellow signs. These signs do not give much warning. However, so check the map or look ahead as you're learning the railroad. Mainline siding switches are good for 25. Yard, industrial, and branch switches should be treated as 15 miles an hour. The main line between Whittier and Ellen is good for 35, though it is one sharp curve that needs to be taken at 30. So we're not going to be doing that. We're going to be sticking to 20 because I'm not stupid. I'm going to just chill at a cool 20 to between 10 and 20 miles an hour. I am not going to freaking hightail it over here. I'm not that damn desperate to get over there. I'm sorry. But no. Passengers to Ella. Let's roll. Choo choo. We're chugging now. Chugga chugga. Let's go. We're on our way to Ella now. We're going. We got our passengers. We're going. We got our passengers. Technically, there's actually no one in this car. It says there is, but there's no animation for there actually being passengers sitting in the train car. So technically, there's not really anyone in there. It's just like a storage limit, which this train can hold up to 60 passengers. So we're like between 30 and 40% full, somewhere around there. I'm assuming Ella is going to be down here a ways. Ah, there it is. Here we are, right here. So the bridge is out here, right here. This bridge is out, so we're gonna be having to go kind of back and forth between here, this station, and Whittier, Cornelia, if that is the location. If that is one we can actually go to. We're just gonna travel along the tracks here, Ella, chugging along, chugga chugga chugga, power chugga 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 power, chug chug. Where? Alright, we've dropped off throttle a little bit, so we can hopefully not derail the damn train. I would prefer not to actually derail the train, and I also prefer to not go too fast. Slow down a little bit so we're not going as fast. I would prefer not to come like a speeding bullet into this big train station down here, or this little train station, since there's not really that much around here. But that's just because the game is fairly new. It's still in early access, and it probably will be in early access for the foreseeable future for obvious reasons. Because, well, hello, obviously it is going to be in. Oh, wait a minute. This is hella here. Alright, we're gonna pick up all the people for Witter Depot here, and we're gonna basically just have to go backwards because, for obvious reasons, we're gonna have to simply go backwards. Alright, we're gonna go back now. Back to Witter, or however you say it. However you say it, boys, we're on our way. Choo choo. Our tiny train is pushing along. Passenger fares are about $1 each, so I'm gonna make about 15 bucks from this little trip here, so that's something. Passenger service isn't particularly profitable, especially for short distances like this, but longer distances, fares pay better, plus providing daily passenger service will increase your railroad's reputation, which leads to other benefits. If you want to work at pace, you'll want to run freight, which lets while we let the passengers load here at LL, let's consider freight options. Here in LL, there are two different types of freight customers. LL's House Track is compulsory freight service. It is part of your railroad's basic presence in the town. It passes through serving customers in the areas that don't have their own siding. Over the next few days, you will begin to receive such cars for Ella at Witter House Tracks. Other examples are freight houses and team tracks. Ella Farm Supply is an example of a contract freight service, which is how most customers operate. Contracts are available at different tiers. Higher tiers bring more traffic in, and at the upper tiers, rewards. Cars for these types of freight are owned by other railroads. Their waybills are assigned automatically and cannot be changed. Note these cars delivered in poor condition pay less. I opened the company window here and change the locations tab. Okay. Find Ellis Farm Supply. Ah. Okay. And let's do tier 1. Whittier Sawmill. Tomorrow, tier 1. Looks like the sawmill needs to be saved for later. So we're going to have to grab this today. Probably because where the sawmill's wood is probably going to be very heavy. Very, very heavy. Next to each track, to zoom in over the overhead cam, check out Elephant Slide, Witter, Stencil Manufacturing, and Holland Heating Oil. Tag 2 or 3 contracts for each customer. Click the Establish Contract drop down. You'll select Tier 1 contract changes occur at midnight, so you can change tomorrow your mind freely. You can take as many or as few contracts as you like, but keep in mind there is a penalty for lowering or terminating a contract, particularly if you recently established the tiers that are available to you depend on your past performance for that customer as well as your railroad's reputation. As long as you keep the customer happy by delivering their cars in a timely manner, you'll be able to choose higher tier after a couple of days. Let's get our passengers back to Whittier. We're just kind of going backwards now because, I mean, I can only go so fast. I know I'm eventually going to end up building at up more speed here, so. Okay, so once we get back here, we're going to drop off this train, this car here, and we're going to leave it here. Whittier, we finally made it. Choo choo. Alright, now we're going to move this train car and whatnot over to this side pin here until it's time for it to move. I can't exactly leave it on the main line because I really don't want to have to I don't want to have to go around, so I'm going to move it on put this passenger car and caboose here on this side round, this little siding here. Alrighty, now we gotta go back, and we gotta back into this siding here and drop off this passenger car and whatnot because I no longer need it. Alright, now we're gonna leave this this here because we don't need it anymore, and we're gonna drive back out here main line, and then we're gonna haul our happy asses all the way back down to the coal shooting water thing back at the yard. And back we go, because I don't really know how the AI's system works. Clearly it's meant to make space for several train cars. Sophie, what is it? It's my favorite dog. Hey, it's Greasy. Got power. Good. We're closing fast. Water power. Alright, our train is full. We are ready. I'm surprised those little things only hold 2 tons. Alright, folks, I think that's going to be it for this short episode here. Because I am bored now. So we're going to go ahead and end this video here. That first video was very long because I wanted to kind of sort of get past as much of this tutorial as I could. So we'll be back in the next episode to continue the tutorial, sort of, but also, I guess, go on with the next part, like doing some freight jobs or something. I don't know. It just depends. Anyways, peace.